Welcome back to my channel. If you don't already subscribe, I hope that you do. Today we're going to make cocoa Rice Krispie treats. So let's get started. This is an easy recipe, but if you've never made them before, I will show you how to do it. All right, so the first thing is we need 4 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so a stick of butter has 8 tablespoons, so we just need exactly half. I'm going to take this knife and cut it in half. Right there, and I'm going to put it in my large saucepan and set that aside. And then I'm going to take the rest of this butter and I'm going to use it to butter my 9 by 13 casserole dish or baking dish, whatever you want to call it. Make sure I get butter everywhere so it doesn't stick. A lot of people are used to the regular Rice Krispie treats, but the cocoa ones give it a whole different flavor. If you love chocolate like I do, you'll like this. Okay, I'm just gonna take the rest of this and just make sure I catch the corners. Nice thing about this is you're not having to bake this dessert. So if it's really hot where you live and you don't want to turn on the oven and heat something up, this makes for a quick and easy, and you don't need an oven to do it. All right, so let's go over to the stove and start melting our butter. Okay, so I have the butter in here, and I'm going to start melting that. I got a spoon to stir it around. Okay, that butter is melting. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. So I have the little marshmallows. I have 16 ounces of miniature marshmallows, and I've measured out 10 cups of Cocoa Krispies cereal, which is almost the whole box. All right, so over here it says 8 cups, and I did measure it out using a smaller measure. So if you go all the way to the top of this 8-cup one, it is, it is 10 cups. So if you go all the way to here's the 8 cups, and if you go all the way to the top, it is 10 cups. Okay, let's go to the stove and see how we're doing. So in the meantime, I've also opened up my marshmallows. I have my Rice Krispies handy. So I have everything at arm's length so I can move quickly once this butter melts. So you're going to want to stir it around a little. Okay, let's check that down. Okay, so this is melting pretty quick. So you want to keep on stirring it around because you don't want it to scorch. And I reduced the heat as well. Across the room, putting away the butter. I never did get put away because this just went so fast. Okay, so once your butter is melted, you want to, at this point, add your marshmallows. The whole thing. And these are fresh marshmallows. Pretty fresh. Just got them at the store the other day. Now, you want to go ahead and make sure that the marshmallows get covered with the butter. Want to have it get smooth, so I did reduce the heat because we don't want it to burn. So just keep on mixing. You can mix and turn. I love these little marshmallows. When I was a little kid, I used to take just a bowl of the little marshmallows for a snack. I still sometimes do that because they're so yummy. See, it's starting to melt. I think I'm going to make this get a little bit closer. There we go. Now you have a better view. to doing this. As soon as this gets 100% melted, we are going to take it off the heat. So that is when making this, it's all about timing. So you don't scorch it. But it does have to be, all those marshmallows have to be completely melted. Get a little bit of exercise here while doing it. It's a nice thing when you're doing stuff at home. You're on your feet, you're moving around, you're getting some exercise while you're cooking. People that are professional bakers, I think, are in really good shape with their upper body because they have to mix stuff a lot of times by hand. Okay, so it looks like all the marshmallows are melted. So now we're going to take it off the heat. Spin the camera around here. So this burner is not hot. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to pour the Cocoa Krispies into here. And now I'm going to start stirring. That smells good. Make sure you get underneath it and come around. Key is to make sure that you're stirring it up completely. It's looking pretty good. Look at. Try not to get this in my hair. That'd be a sticky mess. Okay. All right. So I'm kind of scraping the bottom just to make sure nothing's stuck. Now I could have taken this to the counter, but I was just trying to go really fast. So it looks like it's already mixed. So let's go over to the counter and get it into the tray. Okay, I have my large saucepan on a trivet because it's very hot still. And now let's get this Rice Krispies into our pan. Now I'm making thicker ones. So they're not going to be this little skinny ones. I'm going to make them thicker. Okay. So now this is not the easiest thing to get out. I'm going to get a spoon. Maybe I'm getting a spoon. Okay. The spoon will do. Just going to go like this. Okay. I'm just going to get out as much as I can out of this bowl. Then the rest we'll just snack on right from the saucepan. That's what we end up doing, getting separate spoons, and everybody grabs some and spoon. And we eat it when it's warm like this. Okay, that's about as much as I can get out of the pan. And I'll be, oh, maybe there's a little bit more. Okay. All right, I will be right back. So, what I have is I put on food safe gloves. I got the gloves wet. And now I'm going to push down. And if you want to make them thinner, that's fine. We like to have the thick ones. So you could go and get 2 of these make them thin. They taste really good when they're nice and thick, too. So this is really great because I'm not sticking at all. Down nice and tight. All right, look at that. All right, so we'll let this set up. We'll let this set up for a little while. It doesn't really take that long for the Rice Krispies to set up. So probably the time I'm done cleaning the kitchen, and I do have this to lick. I'm going to get a couple spoons and do that. The time I'm done spiffing up the kitchen a bit, it'll probably be time for me to cut them and do the taste test. All right, so my favorite part of the video, the taste test. So I got this nice big piece of Cocoa Rice Krispie treats. Let's open it up. Wow. Okay. I better get a piece that I can actually eat. That is so delicious. The chocolatey flavor with the creamy, sticky marshmallows. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Very, very good. Brings me back to my childhood. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. For those of you who subscribe, I really appreciate it. And if you don't, I hope that you do. Thank you for watching and have a great day.